All content is publicly sourced and used under the USA Fair Use and UK Fair Dealing Guidelines. The things I say are strictly my opinion. Good evening, everyone. It's the Bizzy Bee with the Royal Tea. It is Wednesday, September the 2nd. I hope you all have had a lovely, lovely day. This is the tomb of Queen Catherine Parr, the sixth and final queen consort of Henry VIII. Everybody, if you appreciate what I do and like it, tips are greatly appreciated. This is my PayPal info. Thank you in advance. 3 things that I'm grateful for today. Well, number 1, I'm grateful that the Harkles have found a way around the steep U.S. taxes by spending part of the year in the UK. So because of my country's taxes, you all in the UK get the Harkles back for 5 or 6 months a year. You're welcome. Number 2, I'm grateful that Smegs has such a high opinion of herself that she believes someone will pay 1,500, yes, 1520, for her chicken scratch of an autograph. And number 3, I'm grateful that my interview yesterday went rather decently, so I think. And of course, you, my viewers and subscribers, I appreciate every one of you. Let me tell you a little bit about the 3-hour interview. It reminds me of Gilligan's Island, 3-hour interview, and B was never seen again. Okay. Anyway, so the reason it was 3 hours, it was a video conference, and you would speak, it was 6 different managers you spoke to. Okay, each one you spoke to for 30 minutes. And when you were done speaking to one, the next one would come in through their video webcam. Everybody was at their houses because they're working from home. And so you talked to 6 people, 30 minutes apiece. They were all managers. It wasn't that bad. I think I did rather well. I'm hoping that I get the job. So fingers crossed. Say a prayer for me. Thank you, everybody. For today's moment d'histoire, I have Catherine Parr, the final and 6th queen consort of Henry VIII. This is her signature, of course. Look at that skin. She's very pale, isn't she? Sun isn't good for your skin, though, so she's very wise to stay out of it. Look at this coat of arms as well. Look at that. That one on the right that's striped different colors. He's so angry. He doesn't have flames just coming out of his mouth. He's got them coming out the back of his head. Oh, he must have found out that they let Smegs marry into the BRF. Let's find out a few facts about Queen Catherine. Her tenure is the 12th of July, 1543 to the 28th of January, 1547, the day that Henry passed away. Catherine had 4 husbands, making her the most married English queen. That sounds like Smegs, 4 husbands. She was influential in Henry's passing of the Third Succession Act in 1543 that restored both his daughters, Mary and Elizabeth, to the line of succession. Catherine was appointed regent from July to September 1544 while Henry was on a military campaign. Her book, Prayers or Meditations, became the first book published by an English queen under her own name. She had published a book anonymously about Protestantism before that, but this one she published in her own name. 6 months after Henry's death, Catherine married her 4th and final husband, Thomas Seymour, the brother of Henry's 3rd wife, Jane Seymour. She died on the 5th of September, 1548, due to complications of childbirth. She was 36 years old. Hers was the first Protestant funeral in England conducted in English. I suppose maybe they were conducted in Latin before then? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, for today's episode of As the Stomach Turns, another day in the adventures of the Harkles, I absolutely knew that the anniversary of Diana's death yesterday, August 31st, 2 days ago, would not go by without Smegs doing something to get her name out there. To be honest with you, the night before, was Sunday. The night before, I was looking on the news feed because I was thinking that she would have her PR folks release a statement about how hard this day was for Harry and they were going to spend the day as a family. But I didn't see anything like that. And then I saw this article pop up yesterday. So I didn't make a video because the interview and everything I had going on yesterday was just too much. So I saved this, wanted to share it with you all. In memory of Princess Diana, Harry and Smegs plant his late mother's favorite flower, forget-me-nots, with preschool children in LA to mark the 23rd anniversary of her death. Harry and Smegs surprised children at a preschool center in LA yesterday. The couple helped out at The League, which provides early education services to those in need in the city. The Duke and Duchess got their hands dirty by replanting a garden at the Preschool Learning Center. Harry and Meghan planted forget-me-nots in memory of Diana. Their royal visit to the center came on the 23rd anniversary of Diana's death yesterday. The Duke and Duchess are currently living in their 14 million... We know. How well do we know they're living in a 14 million... Okay. Prince Harry and Meghan planted forget-me-nots in honor of Diana during a visit to a preschool in LA on the 23rd anniversary of her death yesterday. The two of them are currently living... Here we go with the $14 million mansion. The couple could be seen digging with trowels into dirt and planting flowers as they visited the at-risk children in LA, with Prince Harry and Meghan also planting forget-me-not seeds in memory of Princess Diana. Hold up. So the flowers they're planting that you see here aren't forget-me-nots. They just planted forget-me-not seeds. So you see, this clever little trickstress known as Meghan, she bought a packet of forget-me-not seeds because she knew they were Diana's favorite flowers. So we're going to go here. We're going to plant these flowers with these preschoolers. This is the anniversary of Diana's death. Let me break open this packet of seeds, throw them in there. We'll bring the paps along, have our pictures taken. Look at them. They're planting Diana's favorite flowers on the anniversary of her death, and it'll be splashed all over the news. It's great, Harry. Let's go. I'll call the Splash News right now. I'll set it up. Okay. According to the couple's biographer, Omid Scobie, the couple went on to play nursery rhymes in the garden with the youngsters and also spent time reading books about gardening and vegetables. This would have been a perfect time to bring Archie along if Archie was real. He probably would have enjoyed the nursery rhymes. He probably would have enjoyed playing in the garden. I mean, I've never really been around children, but I'm sure they like getting their hands dirty. I think I did when I was young. Oh, there's Smegs. Look at her. She's waiting for that little boy to pour that water over her hands. Oh, I didn't mark out her face here because she is just waiting. I can see those eyes waiting for that water. She can't stand having those hands dirty, can she? Oh, this is probably the first time her hands have ever been in the dirt like that. Oh, no. This is not befitting me. Get this dirt off of me. Oh. Oh, sorry about that. I was holding out my hands like she was waiting for the water. Okay. Prince Harry and Meghan have reportedly previously volunteered at the center with this visit coinciding with the anniversary of Princess Diana's passing. In the photographs, the couple, who wore masks during their visit, could be seen bending down into the soil as they carefully replanted the garden. Meghan sat cross-legged and dug her hands into the soil as she helped children water plants at the preschool center. Meanwhile, Prince Harry carefully depotted flowers and plants while speaking to the youngsters at the school. Oh, look, what I wanted to point out to you, I forgot. See, come on now, quit being difficult. Well, I guess it's going to be difficult. Look at this. If you look carefully at her knees there in that picture, her knees have dirt on them. She was actually getting on her knees and doing work. Can you believe it? Smegs was doing real work. Long enough to get her picture taken, but she was doing real work. You have to give her credit for that. She got her knees dirty. And here's a picture of Harry. And there's Smegs again and Harry digging in the dirt. Sharing images of their visit online, the Assistants League LA tweeted, "The children of our preschool learning center got a wonderful surprise when the Harkles visited yesterday." They continued, "In addition to helping the children replant the preschool learning center's garden, they spent time with them, sharing their appreciation for nature and helping to instill the importance of healthy eating. We truly appreciate their time and care for our students." The couple made the visit on the 23rd anniversary of Princess Diana's passing. The importance of healthy eating, that's a complete vegan diet, except when you're cooking roast chicken. okay, so the anniversary of Diana's death, they have to do something, get their name out there. My mother died 20 years ago, and on the anniversary of her death each year, I remember her fondly. I think about the good times we had, but I don't have to do some big spectacle to remember her or to put my name out there to. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't have to make a big deal about it like this. Even if I did make a big deal about it, it wouldn't be in the papers. But I'm just saying I don't have to make a big deal for everyone to know about it. Okay, and I wonder if Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge released any statement about how they were spending the day on the anniversary of Diana's death, or if they made a public appearance. And what do you know? I didn't find anything about a statement they released or any of that nonsense. It's just the Harkles who have to do things like this. They're the only ones who are so desperate for attention. Diana died at the age of 36 when the car she was traveling in crashed in a Paris tunnel on the 31st of August 1997. The couple have frequently featured forget-me-nots at poignant moments in their lives as a nod to the royal, including on Meghan's first Mother's Day post in 2019. They were also featured in Meghan's bouquet on the couple's wedding day. The Duke handpicked several flowers from their private garden at Kensington Palace a day ahead of the wedding. It is also the meaning behind Sentabali, the charity set up by Harry in 2005 to help disadvantaged children in the southern African kingdom of Lesotho. Their visit comes days after Harry and William revealed plans for a statue that was commissioned to mark the 20th anniversary of Princess Diana's death will now be installed at Kensington Palace next year. A statement on behalf of the Duke of Sussex and the Duke of Cambridge issued by Kensington Palace read, "The statue that Prince William and Prince Harry have commissioned to commemorate their mother Diana, Princess of Wales, will be installed next year on what would have been her 60th birthday. It will be installed at the sunken garden of Kensington Palace on the 1st of July 2021, marking the princess's 60th birthday. Days ago, Prince Harry said he is loving his fantastic new life in the U.S. and said he wants to teach Archie how to play rugby in the garden of his $14 million mansion." Here we go with the $14 million mansion again. This is the fourth time they've said it in this article. Of course he's going to say that he's loving his life in L.A. He's not going to say that he hates it and Meghan's making him miserable with her controlling and her demanding and her ego. The Duke joined a virtual call alongside staff and volunteers from the Rugby Football League, where he was asked by Ellery Hanley, MBE, if he is enjoying life in the USA, to which he said, "Easy question, I'm loving it. It's fantastic." Meanwhile, Prince Harry joked it is impossible to get hold of any rugby balls in the States, saying, "What I need is a few mini rugby balls that I can get Archie involved with the game. I've got a little bit of space outside, which we're fortunate enough to have." He said, "I need to get him playing some rugby league, but I am unbelievably fortunate and grateful to have outdoor space to see my son outside, as I know so many people haven't had that chance in the last 5 months." And then it goes on to talk about what I talked about in my last video, how Omid Scobie said on his podcast, Hair Pod, how the Sussexes are going to be spending part of next year in the UK for Trooping the Colour, the unveiling of the statue. You can read it here if you want to. A few comments from the last video about what I just mentioned, the Harkles going back to the UK for those events. Really going back long enough so they can avoid the steep US taxes. Come on, let's speak the truth. "Everything is for sale except her big feet. I'm sure you can have those for the right price." "Meghan's autograph isn't worth a pitcher of warm spit." That's what Ben Franklin said. I thought it was very fitting, LOL. Well, I say your comment fits perfectly. Besides, she isn't worth a warm spit in any measure. 5 cents for a full photo so we can use it for target practice. Well, you wouldn't even have to pay 5 cents. You could just go to Google Images and print one off. She worked in a business that ranked people. Julia Roberts, A-list. Meghan Markle, Z-list. That's probably why she quit, because she couldn't get a ranking. Meghan's probably selling them herself to pay her mortgage. Talking about the last video, I talked about how Meghan's autograph was selling for $1,500 on eBay. Sheesh. I hope these autographs were before she was royal, as they are not allowed to sign autographs, lol. You notice those other signatures were signed documents that have come to light, not photos. Anything to make money. Would be nice to see them do good, old, honest, hard work like the rest of us. Oh, and they can stay there in the USA. Hard work like the rest of us? The Harkles don't know the meaning of that. Oh, and the lovely Anjal Jones. She's left a few comments from our previous videos. We wouldn't touch you with a stick because you live an unholy life. She's really a big fan of me. That comment's directed at me, not the Harkles. Aw, thank you, Ms. Jones. I love you too. Is that Rihanna you have for a thumbnail there? Oh, why don't you show your real face? Okay. What have we learned today, everyone? Number 1, Catherine Parr has the same number of husbands as Smegs. 4. Number 2, when Harry planted the flowers, it was the first time he had ever gotten his hands dirty. Besides, that should have said all the times he has touched Smegs. That was a typo. That was not on purpose. Besides all the times he has touched Smegs. Before yesterday, the only activity Smegs had ever done in nature was when she banged a client outdoors. Before yesterday, the only work Smegs had ever done in the garden was when she yelled at the gardener before firing him. Number 5, Smegs isn't accustomed to dirty hands. She usually has her anonymous friends do her dirty work. Number 6, the gardening reminded Smegs of her life before she met Harry, when she had to get on her knees to earn $1. Number 7, every part of Smegs is for sale. She will even let you lick her toes for the right price. Ugh. Number 8, if you opened Smegs' mouth, warm spit would not flow forth, but a particular warm, milky white, liquidy substance would. Number 9, Smegs quit acting because Hollywood ranks women, and they wouldn't rank her anywhere but the very bottom, if at all. Number 10, if Smegs thinks the revenue her autograph brings in is going to pay the mortgage, she better uncross those legs and set sail. Number 11, one viewer suggests that the Harkles should do some hard work like the rest of us. Harry thinks hard work is showing up long enough to have your picture taken, and the only hard Smegs knows about is what happens to her gentlemen callers when she entertains them. Everyone, if you would like to send treats to the dogs direct from Amazon, this is my P.O. Box. Our little love notes are tokens of appreciation for me. There are the 3 ladies and 1 gentleman. So cute. Oh, Lord, that Edward, you wouldn't believe what he did this evening. He destroyed my house shoes. I wear those when I go out to check the mail. I'm going to have to buy a new pair. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification button. And please tell your friends about me. I truly appreciate every single one of you. And when I say at the beginning, I am grateful for you. It's not just lip service. I truly mean it. Thank you so much, everyone. And I hope you all have a lovely evening. I will see you tomorrow evening. Have a good one. Bye-bye.